Today I'm still in Jakarta. I am in one of the large market areas in the northern part of Jakarta. This is a very crowded area. You can see that the streets are filled with vendors selling their wares. This is also an area that is one of the wholesale centers for goods for traders in Jakarta. On the sidelines of the density of the sellers, I went down a small alley to find a hidden shop that sells legendary Jakarta food, namely soto tanker. This shop has been open since 1960. Soto is a dish that contains pieces of meat that have been boiled beforehand. It is then mixed with a sauce that usually contains broth and has been mixed with other herbs and spices. For soto tanker, the meat used is mixed with various types of beef offal. The meat used has also been previously boiled using a mixture of special spices that make the color become yellowish. The pieces of meat are then poured into a bowl and mixed with a thick gravy made from milk or coconut milk and various other spices, making it a very tantalizing dish for customers.
Yeah, it is. No, there's no way to turn the air on.
In addition to soto tanker, this shop also provides a unique menu, namely satay berkwa. Yes, satay is usually grilled and served using bamboo skewers using soy sauce or peanut sauce mixture. Here, after the satay has been grilled, the pieces of meat are removed from the skewers. The meat is then poured into a bowl and poured with the same broth as the soto tanker. The taste is a bit different from soto tanker because the meat has a distinctive smoky aroma that makes the taste special. Today, the menu I chose was soto tanker with a mixture of meat and offal combined with beef satay seasoned with soy sauce. You can see, the soto tanker soup is quite thick with a yellowish color and a little reddish color, a sign that there is a mixture of chilies that will make it taste a bit spicy. The first piece of meat I got was the kikil. Kikil is the part of the cow's leg that has a chewy, jelly-like texture. The next piece I got was the gaji or beef fat. The beef fat used here is not melted fat but solidified fat so that when mixed in the sauce the texture does not crumble. Next I got the beef liver. The texture is denser than beef tallow, but both crumble easily when chewed. Now I will try eating this soto with white rice. I took a few pieces of meat along with the soup. It was really a nice combination of meat, soup, and rice together. I also found some fresh tomato slices in the soup. To make it taste even fresher, I will add some pickles made from cucumber and carrot slices mixed in vinegar water. I also added a little chili sauce to make the soup a little spicier. To get a slightly sweet taste, I also poured a little sweet soy sauce on top. Then I stirred the seasoning well so that the flavor would be evenly distributed. Now I'm going to try it. Wow, it's really amazing. The flavor became much more delicious and rich. The flavor of the soup became spicy, sweet, and also became fresher because of the pickles that I mixed in earlier. But even so, the original flavor of the soto tanker remains unchanged. It's really a dish that you can't go wrong with if you try it. Next, I will try the beef satay that I also ordered. Visually, the satay is similar to other beef satays sold in Indonesia. However, the seasoning used here is only a splash of thick sweet soy sauce, and the satay is sprinkled with fried bwang, which makes it more fragrant. The texture of the satay meat is quite thick but not tough. The sweetness of the soy sauce was just right. I will now remove the meat from the skewers and eat it with white rice. The same delicious combination as the soto tanker earlier. So, what would happen if I mixed the satay with the soto tanker? I first removed the satay meat from the skewer, then I took the satay meat along with the soto soup using a spoon and ate it with white rice. Wow, very unexpected. The taste was very different from the usual soto tanker. With the addition of the satay meat, there was a smoky aroma that we couldn't taste before. Plus, the already delicious soto tanker flavor makes the combination even more perfect. I would give a score of 9 out of 10 for this culinary. It's really recommended to try.
Today, we're diving into the rich and heartwarming history of soups, one of humanity's oldest and most comforting culinary traditions. From prehistoric man's first forays into cooking to the refined elegance of a French onion soup, we'll explore how this humble dish has evolved over millennia. We'll travel the globe, savoring the flavors of iconic soups, each a testament to the ingenuity and cultural heritage of its people. So grab a spoon and settle in as we uncover the fascinating story behind every savory bowl. Imagine a time before microwaves, before stoves, even before fire was reliably tamed. Our ancestors, resourceful as they were, discovered that a clay pot, a fire, and some water could transform tough cuts of meat and foraged vegetables into something truly special. These early soups, likely seasoned with whatever herbs and spices were available, weren't just about sustenance. They represented innovation, a way to stretch limited resources and nourish entire families. The invention of the cooking pot, one of humanity's earliest culinary tools, was a pivotal moment, paving the way for the birth of soup as we know it. Just like languages and traditions, soup recipes have traveled the globe, adapting to local ingredients and tastes. Take France, for example, where a simple combination of caramelized onions, beef broth, and a crusty crouton transforms into the soul-warming classic French onion soup. Journey east and you'll encounter the fiery kick of Chinese hot and sour soup, a symphony of textures and flavors. Then there's the earthy richness of African peanut soup, a testament to the continent's bounty of legumes and spices. And let's not forget the vibrant colors and complex flavors of Mexican pozole, a dish steeped in tradition and celebration. Soup's versatility and affordability have earned it a place at tables both humble and grand. In times of plenty, opulent turtle soups graced the tables of kings and queens, a symbol of luxury and indulgence. Yet when times grew tough, soup became a lifeline. During wars and depressions, simple, nourishing soups provided sustenance and solace. These frugal yet flavorful concoctions, often stretching meager rations with creativity and ingenuity, became symbols of resilience and community. Long before the advent of modern medicine, our ancestors recognized the restorative power of a good soup. Chicken soup, often dubbed Jewish penicillin, transcended cultural boundaries, its soothing warmth a balm for body and soul. Traditional Chinese medicine, with its emphasis on balance and harmony, boasts a vast repertoire of herbal soups, each concoction carefully crafted to address specific ailments. These soups, often fragrant with ginger, ginseng, and other medicinal herbs, highlight the interconnectedness of food and well-being. Beyond its nourishing qualities, soup often takes center stage in cultural celebrations and rituals. In many cultures, a steaming bowl of soup marks the start of a special occasion, a symbol of hospitality and togetherness. Think of the joyous slurping of noodles in a celebratory Japanese ramen, each strand representing longevity and good fortune, or the aromatic broth of Vietnamese pho, uniting families and friends during Lunar New Year festivities. These traditions underscore the power of food to connect us, transcending generations and borders. In today's fast-paced world, convenience often trumps tradition. Instant soups with their promise of a quick meal line supermarket shelves. Yet, even as technology transforms our kitchens, the essence of soup endures. Chefs continue to reinvent classic recipes, incorporating global flavors and modern techniques. Home cooks, inspired by online communities and a renewed appreciation for homemade meals, find solace in the meditative process of simmering a pot of soup. As we've journeyed through the history of soups, we've uncovered stories of survival, celebration, and the enduring power of food to connect us. But what about your soup story? What are the aromas and flavors that transport you back to childhood kitchens and family gatherings? Perhaps it's your grandmother's secret recipe for chicken noodle soup, a remedy for both sniffles and heartache. Or maybe it's a bowl of spicy chili, shared with friends on a cold winter's night. Thanks for joining us on this delicious journey through the history of soups. From prehistoric cauldrons to modern kitchens, we've seen how this humble dish has nourished, comforted, and brought people together for centuries. Don't forget to share your favorite soups in the comments below and let us know what memories they bring back for you. What are the stories behind your favorite bowls? Until next time, happy cooking and stay warm.